the contractor item, I totally see it, because in Brazil we have a different relationship with contractors. So maybe that's why it helps American companies on our end, on our Brazilian side, because even being contractors, we work as a registered employee. So we
Yeah.
really do, we get things done. We clock in and out, even being contractors in Brazil. It's a different culture. So especially when we moved to an American company. At least this happened with me, and I've been in an American company for over 5 years. I've had jobs in the US while years ago, but they were like what people call odd jobs. So I had definitely to clock in and out, of course. But even working remotely, starting 5.5 years ago, it still took me for about 3 years to actually understand, okay, it doesn't matter if I am online from 9 to 5. What matters is that I deliver by the end of the
Yeah.
day, that my work is delivered to a high standard.
Yep.
And I think that I would love to hear this from you as well, but I think that when a Brazilian professional understands this, it all changes. It is a game changer.
Yeah, I mean, and I wish I could say that this is the case for most American companies, and the reality is it not always is. It starts with the leaders of the company first and the culture that they set. And that's one of the questions I'll always ask, because I actually, believe it or not, I do turn companies down because I don't think that they're ready to hire out of Brazil. And the reason why is I'll ask them, and like, okay, if you're going to hire people from Brazil, how are you going to onboard them? How are you going to train them? How are you going to support them to make sure, like, they don't need a lot of help, but they need it just like any other, like, what are the guidelines? What are the expectations? What do you need from them? And if they tell me they don't really know, then I'm like, well, how are you going to set them up for success? You're going to hire them, and then when they don't produce to this level, then you're like, well, they're slacking off, or they're not doing their job. I'm like, well, you're not doing your job as the CEO to set them up.